Hey Glow Babes! Welcome to Glow Radio.
My name is Jacqueline.
And my name is Clara.
We are two boss babes from Vancouver, and we'd love for you to join us on our journey as we build our empire and live our best lives.
Stay tuned for real girl talk and sassy good vibes. And don't forget to subscribe and tag us on Instagram at Glow Radio Co. Stay sassy, babes!
Hi Glow Babes!
Hey!
So welcome to another episode. Today we have a very special guest. This is Lindsay of Piquant Marketing.
That's how you say it, right? Piquant?
Piquant?
Piquant.
Is that
Piquant?
Piquant? I was thinking super fancy, like a French way.
With the pinky up.
Piquant.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
So how about you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Sure. I run a company called Piquant Marketing here in Vancouver. We are a food marketing company. So we do mostly food products, mostly like natural health products. We do like photography, recipe development, social media, influencer marketing, sort of like anything under the marketing umbrella. Yeah,
That's cool.
That's like my elevator pitch.
So what made you decide to start your own company?
This is really blunt, but I think I told you this before. I was just sort of like getting to a place in my career where I just sort of felt like my career was always in someone else's hands.
Yeah.
You know, like I wanted to get promoted so badly, and I wanted to like I would like work really hard, and I'd go to school, and it just sort of felt like maybe politics or just like I just never felt like I was breaking through, and it's not like my dream was never to start my own company, but I just started to feel like, not everybody, but I felt like a lot of times I was working for idiots. And I feel that because I worked for so many amazing people.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I was just like, I just felt like it was totally out of my hands. It was so frustrating.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where like, I just was like going in between jobs, and I started to think like, I don't know if I'm just totally arrogant.
Yeah.
Or like I should like give it a shot. And there's one way to find out, right? I either like go back to working for someone else full time and feel a little bit more humble and appreciative, or it works.
Yeah.
So like as blunt as it is, and I feel like not everyone I worked with was an idiot. I worked for some like wonderful people, you know? Yeah. But I just never felt like I was getting where I wanted to get, you know? And so it sort of felt like, okay, maybe this is something I have to try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's good. We love it.
We're like, oh my god, we literally have this discussion like every day.
Yeah,
we're just like, oh,
we just don't want to work for someone else anymore.
I know, and it's just like it sort of felt like there was like a really cap at like what I was capable of, you know? Because especially like if you work at a really small company, you have a lot more freedom. But if you work at a big company, it'd be like, I have this great idea, and they'd be like, great, we've got 6 people that we have to get clearance for.
Totally.
They do this, so like it was like I feel like I might even be capable of more. And I just never seemed to find a place where I was like, if I just work hard, I'll keep getting promoted. Like that just never happened for me. Like I got laid off, or and I really just wanted to go to one place and lay roots. And I have had the most jobs of anybody I've ever known. So it just was not working out for me. So hopefully this works out.
Well, it seemed to be working out so far.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about your own businesses is like it's so different than you expect it. Like the things that you think are going to be hard aren't. Like taxes or like hiring someone like that that seems really intimidating. It's not, but it's like the emotional marathon every day of like you can't just like put your head down and be like, I'm just gonna put my head down for a couple months and get my job done. Like no, everything matters, you know? And so like 2 years in, people are like, how's it going? You're like, I think good. Like there's nothing you know, there's no like, oh this is good, this is bad. So we're still growing. And we still seem to like continue to grow. So I mean, I feel like you have to give it a good 5 years before you even know. You have to be prepared to do that, you know?
Totally.
Yeah.
So you said you started your business when you were still working full time, right? How did you balance that? Like, where did you find the time?
It was intense. I sort of like, I was at a job where the writing was on the wall. I just like felt like there's a ticking time bomb there. And so I had a 2-year-old daughter, and I was working full time, and I had a partner at the time, and we would get up at like 4:30 in the morning.
Oh my God.
4 or 5.
my.
Yeah. And and we'd like work a couple hours, go to work, and then I'd come home. Yeah. And so I don't know, I think that there's this like idealism behind entrepreneurship where it's like I work all morning and all night, and it's like it's not good for you, it's not good for your business. And I've done that a bunch of times, and it's like the first month you're like running on fumes, and you're like, this is amazing, I'm getting so much done. And after 6 months I always crash, you know, where I'm like, I need to catch up. I'm going to work on this project. I'm going to get up super early. It's going to be me time. I'm going to make like my matcha latte. and it's gonna be amazing, and it just like it's very short lived. So like anybody doing their own thing, if you do plan on doing that, like know that it's like you really can't do it permanently.
Yeah, I think we've both had instances where we'd message each other and be like, I need a day off. This is way too much. Like at one point I was doing 7 days a week plus my podcast plus this, and I was just like, so I finally had like a weekend off, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best.
Yeah, and it's like necessary. I find that's one of the biggest challenges of having your own business is you have spare time and you're like, I could be doing something.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like that time, like you start to, like I spent a little bit of time looking into the science of how your brain puts things together. And that rest time is so good for you creatively, and as well as like, you may think you're resting, but your brain is really like putting pieces together and assembling information. Okay. It's really hard when you have your own business, because if you just think, like, I have a spare hour, I could do something to like build, this is my life. You're not just building a business, you're like rebuilding your life, you know?
I feel like I always think like that whenever I'm taking a break. I feel guilty. I'm like, oh, I should be working like on the business
it's really
now.
Hard. Yeah.
But then I'll force myself to like do something creative, and then like nothing comes because you're just so tired.
Yeah, like need a bath at that point.
And wine.
Wine, yes, wine in a bath.
Wine in a bath. Yeah.
Is there anything that you would have done differently, knowing that you were gonna, get into this business?
I mean, I feel like if I had known what I know now, I don't know if I would have gotten into it. Like, not in a bad way, that it's not worth it, but like everybody I've spoken to has been like, oh, I thought I'd make more money by now. Like nothing goes to plan, right? So you write a marketing plan, you write a business plan, and then things change. Like our target audience changed, our rates changed really quickly.
Yeah.
And like, we ended up hiring and like making a living. That's great. But it's like, I think I'm glad I didn't know that, but I also think I was really hard on myself. And I was really stressed out. And like the thing about starting your own business is like, it is what it is. It's, you're going to like have to live on a budget, and it's going to be stressful, and there's going to be a lot of questions, and like, that's just what it is. And like stressing about it doesn't help. I'm still trying to not stress. My thing is like not stress about the what ifs, because I'm like, oh, I'm able to pay myself now. I can pay my employees. What if it all falls apart tomorrow? And there's like why stress about something that could happen? That makes no sense. So I wish I could have stressed less, and I still wish that I could do that now.
That's so hard though. I feel like because I like tend to be a stressful person, so then if anything is like on my mind, I'll like keep thinking about it forever.
Yeah, or you try and control it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you're like, how can I fix this? How can I work harder if I do more?
Yeah, and
so it's hard not to obsess about it. Yeah.
But how long did it take your business to kind of get running, and how long did it get it like clients and things like that? Yeah,
so we started with our first client, but we sort of had to take a loss with it. So it was our first food client, and she was great, but we had to like basically take a loss, like because we wanted to get our portfolio going. Not everyone has to do that. And so we like, it's hard to say get going because we had no overhead, right? Like, we didn't have to buy any product or rent a space. Like, we just had our laptops, and we immediately started making money. But I was doing it full time pretty quickly, and so I wasn't like making a living. So I'd say like about a year and a half in is when I really felt like the momentum was going. And I don't know if it's a coincidence, but my partner left around that time, and so I don't think it's like not that she left that things just started going. It just, I felt like things started to click. Like when you've got two people and someone's not like isn't in the same headspace, it's like a relationship. You're spending a lot of energy and time on the relationship. Like, okay, maybe this will make them happy, or maybe I shouldn't do this project because they're stressed out or whatever. And so she left, and it just also felt like the seeds that we had been sowing were finally starting to bear fruit, kind of thing.
And it was just not meant to be, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like that.
But I've talked to everyone, and some people say like, oh, for us it was like 2 years. Some people it's like 3 years. For us it was like a year and a half, where I just started to feel like some grease on the wheels. But it seems like that always starts to come. Like, I'm hoping that we're going to feel that again. We sort of like had this big growth and then sustained it. Now I'm hoping that we'll hit another period of growth.
More's coming.
Well, I think it takes a lot of just like recalibrating. Okay, now what can we do? What little thing can we change? Just to like, you always want to keep it.
For sure.
Keep changing, I guess, for the better.
For sure. And like the problems changed. Like, as we grew, I just hired and hired and hired. And then like really quickly, it was like there was a tipping point where all of a sudden it was like, we can't keep doing this, and now like the quality's not there. So it was just interesting how you like have a plan for growth, and then all of a sudden it's like you get to a point and like things that were working don't work anymore at the size you are.
Do you have any tips for like the aspiring marketing agent?
Marketing agent. Okay.
Like the person who's like, I want to do this now.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about marketing is it's so easy to like just dip your toe in, right? It's not like figuring out if you want to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I would say if you feel like you want to be in marketing, like have your own personal branded channel. So like if I have somebody applying for a job with me and they don't have their own channels, I'm like, you should live in this world, you know? And then it's super easy. Like there's a ton of nonprofits. There's a ton of like really small businesses where you could do their social media for free or for really small and build up your portfolio. So like, I would say like dip your toe in it because you might like it. Yeah. I mean, you guys know like doing it on your own brand for fun is a lot different than like making a living from it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, totally.
So like figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
So that would be my advice is like just start doing it and building up your portfolio. But then don't be afraid to like charge people what you're worth as you grow. You know? Marketers, I feel like it's an industry where people... like, we're constantly undercharging. Because I think, like, again, if you're a lawyer, someone's like, oh, I can't just get anyone to do my legal documents. It has to be a lawyer. Where in marketing, someone's like, well, why would I pay you? My niece can do Facebook. You know? You're like, there's no barrier to entry, you know?
Yeah,
it's a lot more vague. Yeah.
It's like, but your niece is like, has she gone to school?
Yeah, I know.
What's her portfolio?
I know. So it's like, that's a struggle. It's like making people understand your rates and everything. But
it's a struggle.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to reject someone that wanted to hire you as their agent?
I never reject, like it's usually a conversation. I have had to let go of clients that I felt were a liability for the business. So for people to reject, I mostly just say like, hey, we specialize in food marketing. Yeah. Like that's where I feel really confident saying, like we're the best in the city. I feel really confident saying that. Whereas if like you're a real estate agent, I'm like, we can do marketing. We know marketing, but you're paying for a learning curve, and I can't assure you that we'll do the best job, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and I think we talked about this before. Like when you're first starting out, it's really easy to like take on problematic clients and like justify it to yourself by saying, I need the money, and I'll just take on the stress. Like I'll just be stressed, and people always tell you it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But you just think like I really need the money, and I can take on the stress and go through it. But like, having been through it and seen what some of my friends are being through, like it's never worth the liability. Like if you take on a problematic client, which I have, if somebody like always feels like they're entitled and are the victim, they're a liability to your business and your reputation, right? Like you might get 2 months, 3 months payment and you might absorb that stress, but then they're going to talk about you or they could sue you. You know? So
that would be bad.
I feel like oftentimes we just think it's stressful, I'll deal with it, but like in reality there's a lot more risks. So I haven't really turned away a client, more just been honest, but I have had to like drop clients for that reason.
I think that's definitely a learning experience because I feel like I can relate to that because a few years ago I wanted to kind of do some health coaching online because I used to be a personal trainer, and then I would take on clients that weren't really a good fit for me, and then it would just be so stressful. For like ever.
Just complain about
it. It was just so stressful, and I was like, I shouldn't have worked with you like in the first place. And it's kind of like a learning thing. But
same thing.
It's really unfortunate though, sometimes. You're just like, oh my god, like why? You know, you chose me. Why are you yelling at me? It's like I'm trying my best.
I know. You're like, you didn't want to do this, so you outsourced it. So like, I know, I'm sure it's the same thing with personal training or a lot of services where people are like, I could do this myself. It's like, but you're not, because it's a ton of work. You know? So why don't we just like move past this or do it yourself?
I was reading your Instagram, and I noticed one of them you wrote that you and your staff hate unicorn food.
Well, mostly just me.
Why do you hate unicorn food?
Do you love unicorn food?
I think it's cute. I don't know.
I'm neutral.
It's really like unicorn, you know?
I hate gimmicky food. You know, and I feel like it's like, you know, those sundaes where they have like Fruity Pebbles and they have like a bagel on there. You're like, you can't even eat all that, and it doesn't like it. It just seems like it doesn't even taste good. So unicorn food, I feel like, is like symbolic of that. Or I'm like, I don't even think it tastes good. Sometimes it can like be an art form and add to the flavor. Where I feel like oftentimes like unicorn food, but it's like gimmicky food. You're like, it doesn't even look good. It just like looks gimmicky.
Like
so
the
that's
Starbucks one, right?
Okay, that one looked kind of disgusting. But when I see like an ice cream bowl with like Fruit Loops, crushed Fruit Loops and stuff, I'm like, yes.
But you know what I'm talking about? It's like those like monster, and you're like, a normal person wouldn't even like get into the cup.
You know? No, it's just for the Instagram picture.
I know.
We're also reading on your Instagram that you don't have an office.
No.
So how do you usually communicate with your staff?
Yeah, it's getting difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants an office because for us, we would need an office, like a kitchen, like a studio. And so we started off with like just my partner and I, and then we hired 2 people, and now we're at, I think, 8 or 9 people. Yeah, and so now it's getting a lot harder. Like, nobody wants an office, but at the same time, I think that there's like, we're spending a lot of time that could be solved when you're just sitting next to one saying like, you could just say, hey, what's up with this or whatever. Instead, it's like 4 or 5 emails back and forth. So that's like the place I'm at now is like, I've got a big staff of part-time people, and now does it make more sense to have like just a couple full-time people, or do we have an office? I mean, we didn't get any loans or grants or anything, so we're just bootstrapping it. So not having an office was a way to save money, but I do think like we are getting to a point where it's probably costing us energy and time and money not to have an office. So we'll see.
Because then I was going to ask, like, how is that working out? You know, like, do you have to do a lot of, like, what is it called?
Online meetings?
You know, like online meetings, Skyping people. So, I did not remember that word.
I was like, that
online platform. Video, chat. Yeah, I mean, so I would try and meet with my, like, each team member once a month, and then there were just too many people. So what I've done is now I've created 2 senior managers, and basically it was like, you need to be the relationships for a team, because I can't mentor and manage all these people. And I can't, like, guide them or remind them or audit or, like, stay on everything that we need to get done. So I hired 2 senior managers kind of saying, like, I need you to, like, be the person who's like nurturing the relationships with our team. So I don't know, like the thing is I wanted to be able to travel and like go to Bali and work.
We feel you so
everybody
much.
wants, you know, nobody wants an office. They're I want to like work when I want. So I think even if we had an office, it would be like maybe just a couple days a week. Like I don't know. Sense. I have a daughter, like I want flexibility, but it feels like now we need something. But in terms of like staying in touch with everyone, I sort of like outsource that to a couple of people, and I talk to them really regularly.
That's good. Yeah,
I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah,
we're gonna write that down, keep it in mind. We're like, hire one person to do it.
Hire one person, you take care of it.
And like I hired one person to deal with like the people aspect of the clients too. Like I had one client that just like wasn't paying.
Oh no.
And it would just like consume me, you know. I would just be like, as soon as I would remember it, I would just think, I have to email this person, and like, it just like I was like, it doesn't even matter that much. It wasn't even a ton of money, but it was taking all of my energy, and so that was the reason I hired my first senior manager. Was I just told her, I need you to just deal with this. Like I just need to tell you, and I can't think about it again because it's like, it's just like taking over my life.
Feel you.
Yeah, it's like I know the check is in the mail. They're lying.
Get someone to strong arm them.
I
know where you live.
She got me.
Gangster.
We're too much sometimes. We always come up with like the worst ideas. And we're like, please don't sue us.
It might work. It might. Give it a try.
I'm looking into your living room window right now.
Yeah.
Give me that check.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, how do you stay mentally healthy?
Yeah.
Because you have to run a business, you have employees now, you know, how is that?
So I'm like prone, like I'm pretty open about it, like I'm prone to anxiety or like I've had depression in the past, and so I feel like I've had to approach my business as if I was a professional athlete. Like I don't I had to cut it. I used to love wine so much, and I mostly cut it out, and I cut out caffeine. I work out a ton. I like meditate a lot. I have to have a lot of alone time, and in the beginning I just like didn't do that at all, and I was always stressed. And I also like started playing volleyball, so I do that like 3 or 4 times a week. And so I found that I had to do it, like more quality time on my business was better than like a lot of time where I was stressed out. So I still find it really difficult, but I find like for me to stay mentally healthy and physically healthy, it's a lot. And I just have to acknowledge that and be like, I need this. Like I need to like do all and to eat healthy. Like I have to think like, okay, imagine like you're a pro athlete. You would do everything in your power, because it's like your business is your life, right? It's the same thing as like being a pro athlete in the sense of like, that's your job, right? So my job is to be like mentally healthy. And like I actually just wrote an Instagram post on this. Like I find it really hard not to be like a totally crazy boss sometimes. Like, like I get it, you know, like I just have bosses that were like, you know, this is my paycheck, and you're just like, what? Like this makes no sense. This doesn't affect me. Like can you be professional? And I get it. It's such a slippery slope. Yeah. And so if I'm able to like be calm and like know like this is the business and approach it professionally and not just like try and convince people and motivate people on emotion. So I just like I acknowledge that I have to do a lot of stuff to stay healthy. Yeah, no, that's being kind of selfish about it. Yeah,
but I guess to follow up with that, you said like to keep yourself physically healthy, you work out a lot. Yeah. Like, what do you usually do for that kind of routine? Yeah, or like meditation, that sort of thing.
So I like just like do a list every day, and every day I have like the meditation. So I don't do it every like 8 a.m. It's sort of like something I have to do. Yeah. So I play volleyball like four times a week, and then I'll like lift weights at the gym. I don't do any cardio. I need to start doing cardio.
Oh, everyone hates cardio.
Yeah. You know, you're a trainer.
I never do cardio.
I'll pick weightlifting over cardio. Any day. I'm like, that is my cardio. I'm sorry. Whatever.
I know. Yeah. I mean, I say too, like anyone in their business, like I played tons of sports in high school, and then I played baseball year league, and then I got into volleyball, and it was sort of like something I loved in high school, and it's been so great, like networking. I meet a whole bunch of like new people that I would have never met. Yeah. Otherwise, I love it because it's like at my age, hanging out with your friends. It's like, are you free in 3 weeks? You know, when you put it in the calendar.
That. You know, we do that all the time,
and it's like it's great, but it's also like if you play a sport, you're like, I don't have to do anything every week on Tuesday. I just go to one place. I see my friends. I go have fun. So like, it's not necessarily like volleyball. It's also like the routine of something social that has been really good. Yeah.
But with your schedule, like how do you find the time to I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I'm so busy. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Like, do you really just force yourself? Like, I have to time block. I have to. Yeah.
I actually find it a lot easier having my own business. Like, when I worked full time, I would come home and I would have like 3 hours to make dinner, relax, and I was like, I'm not spending an hour to go like hang out at the gym. Yeah, you know, and watch like young guys flex in the mirror. You know? So now I find it a lot easier. Like I actually find that I probably work a lot less hours now that I have my own business. Awesome. So it's a lot easier to like when you have your own business. I have a really stressful phone call. Like I'll go to the gym right then. So.
That's like goals.
I know, goals. Right? I want that.
Yeah, or just be like, I'm going to have a bath. You know what? Yes! So it's a lot easier when you're making your own schedule. I mean, for me too, it's like I just make a list, and I'm one of those people where it's like, you make a list, I just check it off. Like,
okay. So you're not like, you have to do 8 o'clock, I need to do this. Yeah. You know, 9 o'clock, you know.
It's just like the day.
As long as I finish what's on my list, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I guess you're not a procrastinator, because I will leave it till I only have 3 hours left in my day.
Yeah, but you probably like because you're working full time and you're doing all these projects. Where now it's like I've got all day. Yeah, I like to, it used to be me in the sense of like I had my business or I had like my full time job, and then I was like blogging and I was doing supper clubs, and so I'd come home from work and I would like cook and then like be with my kid, and then I'd be like have all these personal projects that I wanted to do and I was passionate about. Like now those personal projects are my job, so it's like I get 8 hours and when I'm done those like 8 hours, I'm not like, oh, I really want to write a blog post or plan like that's
You're
my
done.
That's the next step of the business really, is to be able to like take all the things I'm passionate about and make it a part of like my business, so if I'm passionate about like vegan cooking or healthy eating, I can find a way to like sponsor some events instead of, it was so piecemeal before, right? Like I had my job and I was like in this community and I was in here, and now I'm just like trying to make like one ecosystem,
I think you've just inspired the both of us. Yeah. We're like, okay, let's
that's where we're gonna be.
Write your resignation
in a year now.
Yeah. But I guess from the time that you kind of had the idea, okay, I'm gonna start my own business. Yeah. How long did it actually take for you to, I guess, be able to leave your full-time job?
So I'm probably like spontaneous to the point of impulsive. So there was like years where I had ideas. So I did supper clubs because I didn't know if I wanted to have a restaurant. Our first client I met with because I was like, I think I'm going to do salad dressings. Okay. And then I met with her and she had a food business and she spent an hour talking to me and she was like, you have to do this and this is food testing. Yeah. And after the hour, I was like, thank you so much. I never want to do this. Ever. Yeah. But I had the idea. And so after that, I just like called up the person that was going to be my partner and I was like, let's do this. And it was like really quick. Like I think we had a website like a month later, like a business plan. Yeah. So that was really quick. But I also like, I feel like sometimes just like my mom's super new age and it's rubbed off on me. I feel like putting it out in the universe and knowing that sometimes the pieces just aren't there for you yet. So like I kind of like in the like couple years beforehand, I had an idea I was going to do my own thing, but I knew it just hadn't formed yet. Like I was like, I know there's something, but I'm not going to rush it. You know, I'm not going to be like, I'll try this or that. I'm going to keep like testing things. Like again, like the supper clubs or the blog or like being a writer or whatever. Yeah. But I wasn't like, I mean, once I started my business, I knew I was going to like not be at my job. Yeah. It was going to end badly.
Did you like save money for it?
No,
or you just like pieced out?
No, because I was in a really bad place because I had been laid off. Okay. And then I had been through 2 jobs. And I was laid off pretty like quickly after my maternity leave. So I didn't have any savings. But I was also just like, it's going to take me a few months to find a new job. Like, I don't know, I'm really lucky. Like I think most of us are like, I'm never gonna live on the street, you know, like I have parents or like whatever, like I'm gonna be broke or whatever. But and I was just really naive too. I was like, oh, we'll have 10 clients in 3 months and we're making way more money than ever, and it just never works that way. So it was really quickly, but at the same time, like it like once it's sort of like I knew it was really quick, but I think sometimes like I think you guys are saying like you don't totally know exactly what it's going to look like, and just like know that like sometimes maybe like the pieces are still coming to you, you know?
Yeah. Totally.
We struggle with that every day.
It is hard. We're just like, what is it?
You know? We're always just okay. What else are we gonna do? What else are we gonna add?
Yeah. It's hard when you can't. Like, you're like, I know what I like, what I don't like, but I don't know how that like comes together. And I know. Like, I still have things like that where I'm like, I know that I want to do this, but I just don't totally know what it looks like yet. And like, I know it'll come. It'll come. You know. And the same thing. Like, I don't think that if I'd wanted to start a marketing agency 5 years ago, like I wouldn't have had the same resources or the opportunities. Like, it really. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
We're like, oh,
yes, inspired.
So much work.
Yes. It is stressful. Like, I feel like you guys are like me, where I'm constantly like, what am I? Who am I? What am I doing?
Yes, that's my legacy. All the time, I'll be like, what am I? Like, why am I here?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
What's my purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like another day I'll be like, oh my god, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna be a superstar. And then the next day I'll be like crying.
Yeah. It didn't work. Yeah.
Being a woman is tough.
Yeah,
it is. And I feel like there's like all this like messaging out there where they're like, especially for entrepreneurs, you can do it and you can make $1 million and like the whole, it's so easy to be happy and just do it. And it's like, well, I don't think they're being totally honest with what they've done or luck or like whatever. And so I think it's totally okay to just be like, I don't know what I'm doing or what my purpose is, but I know that I want one. And
totally.
I feel you.
Yeah. All right. Next section we have here is just like a bunch of random questions to make it a little bit more fun and light. Okay. So the first one is, what kind of job do you think you would be good at if you weren't doing what you're doing now?
So, I think I'd be a really good heiress. But,
what's that?
Oh, it's just someone who like inherits a bunch of money.
Obviously.
You know, like a Paris Hilton.
I didn't even know that word.
We were like, oh, what?
Oh, what?
Yeah, I think it'd be really good. But okay, so I don't know if you have this, but I have like this like alternative reality where, and I know nothing about the profession. I just like sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll quit it all and be a nurse, and I'll have those like 4 a.m. Instagram posts where it's just like a latte at 4 a.m. and you're like, nurse life. Like, I don't know if I'd actually be good at a nurse or if I'd even like it, but it's like my alternative reality.
You're like, I'm reading a book about medicine now.
I think it's just the opposite of my life, where I'm like, you know, everything, the answers are in a textbook. I would have shift work. Someone would just show me when to show up. So, and I'd get to wear scrubs. I don't know anything about nursing.
I always get like this random thought where I'm like, could I have been a doctor?
Yeah.
but then I think about it, I'm like, okay, do I want to see the inside of someone?
No.
Yeah. Like, maybe not.
Yeah. But it can still be like, you know what I mean? Like your dream alternative. Like, I'll quit it all and be a nurse. And like, everyone loves nurses, you know?
In another life.
Yeah.
One of my good friends is actually a nurse, and she hates her life.
Yeah, she complains to us all the time.
Yeah. And she deals with like drug addicts and stuff.
I know.
It's psycho.
Don't tell me this. I have this like nice like.
Okay, I won't tell you anymore.
When I had my kid, like especially at like women's hospital, they were all like young women, and it was just so chill. And I think I told them, I was like, you guys have my like dream alternate reality job, and they were just like, no. Okay, crazy lady. Yeah.
Are you also high on like whatever medicine they give
they're like,
you?
don't you wake up when you want and go to the gym when you want, like, and you do Instagram posts? Like, nobody dies on your shift. You know?
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I don't think I could handle.
No,
I think I'd be way too attached to like my patient.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could just be a nurse that comes in with food and is like, how you doing?
Yeah.
You know, and like changes the channel.
You go,
menus.
girl.
Yeah.
I think they have those like reception.
Reception.
Those,
Okay.
yeah, you're just like the admin.
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Medical
Just,
reception.
like,
That's
hello.
my dream job.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 You could do that.
I don't think I'd be very good. Someone would come in with like a bleeding face. I'm like, oh my god! No, come on!
Let me get the regular nurse. Yeah.
Regular.
This is the happy check-in.
Yeah,
For people
yeah.
having babies or like, yeah.
Where you think you're fine.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
Yeah.
UTI,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. People come to hospitals happy, generally, right?
Yeah.
Another random question. What are some small things that make your day better?
Oh, okay. I know you sent me these questions, but I just didn't remember this one. So I work alone a lot, and I feel like I can become like a crazy person who's like chatting with all the cashiers, and they're like, move along. So like I do find lately I'm having to like just go to like the juice truck or Starbucks, and I mean, aside from all the other things I do, that makes a big difference. Like just getting out of the house, and yeah, I do treat myself. I like do a lot of online shopping, so that's another.
I just
the
did
dream.
too
I
much.
love online shopping. Yeah.
This month has been bad for me.
Yeah.
You have our dream life right now.
Yeah.
We're like, go to the gym,
Yeah,
play
yeah.
volleyball, online shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Nothing exciting.
What area do you live in?
I live in Steveston.
That's why, because I was like, juice truck. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's
They're
in Steveston.
far. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love Steveston.
Me
though,
too. I
because you
love
can
it
just
there.
walk the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
Whereas here, the closest thing I can go to is 7-Eleven.
The mall, right? The mall.
The
that's
mall,
too far.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's too far. It's closer than.
No, 7-Eleven's literally
Okay,
like
that's true.
30 steps. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
the
true.
mall is
Slurpee.
like 300 steps.
Yeah. Okay, next random question. What's a TV show or movie that you refuse to watch?
Oh God, I saw this too. What TV show
Or movie?
or movie? I've never seen Star Wars, like the
Uh-huh.
original. Oh, okay. This was my answer. So
Yeah.
I know this question. I hate watching like The Bachelor.
Oh,
And my husband loves it because
Yeah.
I'm just like, I hate that I feel like I'm rewarding their behavior.
Oh,
you know, I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
why are we making these people stars or whatever?
Yeah.
So it's usually shows like that where, you know, I feel like you're like,
Yeah.
and trust me, I like some trashy TV.
Yeah. Like Gossip Girl.
No, my favorite is, have you guys ever heard of Ghost Adventures?
No.
It's like these like ghost detectives, but they're like Jersey Shore tatted up bros.
Oh my goodness.
And they're like,
I need to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to watch
I
that.
love ghosts, and they're, you know, they're like out there taunting the ghosts. Or like one time the host was interviewing a former vet, and he was like, "Yo, thanks for your service, bro." Like, idiots, right? So I do like trashy TV, but yeah,
Okay.
so like shows like that where I feel like I'm like, the women are acting like idiots, and I'm like, we're
Yeah.
rewarding this behavior. That's something I won't watch. But I do like trashy TV.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
above it.
No.
I can't stop thinking about what is it called? I need to write
Ghost
this.
Adventures.
Yeah, you can. All the episodes are on
Ghost
YouTube.
Take note, everybody.
Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding. I love dorky TV shows.
Yeah, no, that sounds really
Oh my
entertaining.
Yeah, see?
Oh my god! So they're just very
They're just
like, hey, how'd you die?
Oh my god.
and they're like, so they'll like lock themselves in an asylum overnight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
my
that's their thing.
God.
Because
It's
they're
like,
ghosts?
they'll like spend the night. Like,
Okay.
That's like when the activity is the biggest. So
Oh
they'll
my
go to
God.
like the most haunted places in the world and lock themselves, and then they'll like provoke and taunt these
Wow.
spirits. And I think like I was watching a few. I feel like as the years have gone on, it feels like maybe it's a little bit more fake. But yeah, that's my trashy show.
I was watching a random YouTube clip, and I've never watched Dr. Phil.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
okay.
this random clip where it was just like, these women claim they've been pregnant for 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I saw that thumbnail.
I was like, oh my god, I clicked it. 'Cause I was like, I'm like, I usually don't like that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Be
But
like, I
was
can't
like,
not click this
I'm
if
like,
I'm going to be a nurse.
I
I need
need
to
to
know.
know.
Well, what
this.
happened? So, like, was she pregnant
no,
for
the
2
woman,
years?
like there was a doctor, and she was just like, no, you have like PCOS,
Okay.
like how do you say it?
Polycystic ovarian syndrome.
You're usually a nurse.
Poly.
Because I actually have that syndrome. That's actually.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it's not like anything. Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
I don't think
hers
I'm
is very
pregnant.
mild.
Yeah.
No, but like they were swollen.
Oh
like
my
they actually
God.
looked pregnant.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
she was like this big.
Okay.
And she's like, I can feel the baby kicking. And
Well,
then
she'd
they
never
did an
seen like a
ultrasound.
doctor.
Yeah,
in
like
2
what?
years?
No, they did, and they're like, the doctor's not looking properly.
Oh.
And then they did the ultrasound. It was on TV, and it was just like nothing. Like, because you know, you could see the baby.
Awkward.
Yeah.
But it was just nothing.
Oh, that's so...
And they're like, no, there's a baby in there. It's like behind, God. It's on my backside or something. And we're like,
God.
And that woman's just like, no, we tested your levels. She's like, you have polycystic. They were so offended, and she was like crying. She's like, no, there's a baby in there.
I need another opinion.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you're gonna die. Like you need to like seek medical treatment.
That's horrible. Oh my god.
I don't know how we got there, but we did.
Back to the random
Dr. Phil plug, okay? What would you rate 10 out of 10?
Like whatever, like anything, any category.
Oh. Well, we were just talking about them, but I have like a mint chip smoothie from the juice truck almost every day.
Ooh, a mint chip smoothie?
I like quit coffee and then was saving all this money, and now I go buy like a $10 smoothie every other day. So that's my 10 out of 10. Yeah.
I've only ever tried like the actual pressed juices.
Yeah.
Because when I had this old workplace where one of the guys, he would literally buy like so many and keep them in his little mini fridge.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And I've tried one and I was like, oh my god, this is actually like so good.
This is they're like this one is more like it tastes kind of like what's the ice cream? What do you call like an ice cream smoothie? Just like melted ice cream.
A milkshake.
A milkshake. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It tastes like a milkshake. I know. I was like, you were like, I don't know. I was like, I know this is a really common word. I know I can't think of it.
Smoothie.
Yeah. It's like, oh.
I don't think I would have ever guessed it. Really? I would have just been like, I don't know. You put ice cream in a smoothie.
I know, and I was thinking, you know this. This is just a really simple
Orange Julius.
Yeah. Blended sweet whip. I don't know.
Yeah. You guys go try it.
Yeah. Okay, I need to.
I know. We should go there.
Okay, kind of. Well, I don't know. This doesn't really relate to that. But what is one of your favorite smells?
Oh, well, I have a perfume from the linden flower, which is my daughter's name. Mm-hmm. So I like that, but I also like the smell of grass.
Ooh,
like
that's
freshly.
interesting.
Yeah. Like the Gap. This is like, I'm pretty old, but they used to have these candles that were like named Grass.
What?
And I loved it because it smelled like fresh grass. They don't have
my goodness! I need to bring it back. I want to smell that.
I like grassy, like woodsy.
Yeah, you're like very foresty.
Yeah, we had an argument about smells.
Candles. We had a candle war.
Yeah, she likes the whole apple spice.
Not apple. Pumpkin. Pumpkin vanilla, not apple.
Okay.
Whatever. It's like the apple vanilla surprise. Okay, like it's a tomato.
Do you like the Starbucks smells?
No, I don't. That's a little sweet. Like it has to be kind of like a balance. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I'm weird.
Okay.
But she's like into clean, like fresh.
Yeah, like I like
and
laundry and forest and lilac and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're like ready
not
to
that
get into
far.
a fist.
Yeah, it's not like you were like gasoline.
Gasoline. Smell of gasoline. Actually, I really liked it when I was a kid. I'd be like, roll down the
common ground.
I like the smell of Canadian Tire.
That sounds
like the rubber. The rubber.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's weird, but okay.
We're getting into weird.
Okay, we need to stop this conversation.
I quit.
Okay, no more.
We'll talk about it offline.
Yeah, okay.
Now I have to go to Canadian Tire.
I really
take a whip.
I really enjoy that
just to be
smell.
Make a candle.
Okay, I like this
Canadian Tire candle.
Oh my god.
There you go.
A rubber candle. We should invite that. I mean, invent that.
Invite it.
Yeah.
Come on, Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a lot of
ideas
that we're always like.
The company's coming.
It's coming.
We just need to find that one thing and then go on that Shark Tank and be like, okay, I've got Canadian Tire scented candles.
Yeah, it's coming.
We're gonna find my people that like it too.
Tim
ice cream smoothie.
Yeah, ice cream smoothie.
Oh my goodness.
TM.
Don't take our ideas or we're gonna
we'll come to your house.
She's like, I'm gonna come kill you.
Yeah, because we're gonna patent our ideas.
Well, I bet it worked.
Yeah, I don't know.
Our listeners are like, I'm turning this off right now. And we always finish off with a little lightning round.
Okay.
Just to kind of challenge the brain a little.
Okay, yeah, you do all the questions.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually fly through them, so just answer them as quickly as you can.
It's like a or B kind of question.
Yeah, this or that.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Mickey Mouse or Dora the Explorer?
Mickey Mouse.
Movie theater or arcade?
Movie theater.
Car or plane?
Car.
Spring or fall?
Fall.
Carnival or circus?
Oh. I'm like, what's the difference? Carnival.
Oh yeah, what is the difference?
Well, circus has like animals
Yeah.
and stuff, right?
I would avoid the animals. Yeah.
Mansion or farmhouse?
Oh. Mansion.
Both. Christmas or Halloween?
Halloween.
eBay or Amazon?
Amazon.
Dogs or babies?
Dogs.
You're the one with the child.
I know. Exactly, so I know. I know very well.
Zoo or aquarium?
Oh, neither.
Because you don't support like the whole.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I always talked about that, but what if they're just like no, instead of a zoo, like it's more like a sanctuary, like they can't go back to the wild or.
Yeah. I feel like we might be getting into different conversations. So like oftentimes I feel like with those like establishments, people don't think about the transportation, right? So it's like, how did an elephant get here?
Yeah.
So like when it comes to an aquarium, I'm not opposed to like small animals or mammals. It's more like the big mammals. And I feel like I've read that there's some loopholes as to how they get those animals there. So like a dolphin, they might say, oh, we rescued it because it was in distress.
But they actually like hurt it or something.
Yeah, like maybe it was in
man,
distress
I
because
didn't even think about
maybe
that.
it was in distress because it was like at the dolphin slaughter.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Or
totally.
like the zoo, like I feel like it's really there's my tangent. I feel like it's really contradictory to be like, we must respect and cherish our wildlife. Look, we put it in a plastic box for you to look at. You know, like it's like
I agree with that, yeah.
You know? And people will argue like, oh, how are we supposed to learn about them? It's like, well, we know about space. We don't all go there. So how about like
you can go on a safari ride, maybe.
Yes. I'll choose safari.
I'm down. Let's go.
Safari.
We're like, let's go.
Yeah.
I like free run animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Very
dogs
good.
over babies, right?
Yeah,
Dogs over babies any day. Come on.
Yeah, I need a dog.
I'm actually surprisingly happy with my cats. Even though one of them sucks.
Yeah, one of them just hates me. She bit me and scratched me and then jumped on the table one time when we were recording the podcast.
That's the charm of cats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like once you get to know them, you're like, I love you. You're my babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you've earned their love, it's like, it's an honor.
Yeah. Wait, so you have cats and a dog.
I have one cat. I grew up with a dog. So I have a cat.
So
and
it's
a
like
daughter.
the sweetest cat ever then.
She's pretty gentle. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
How old is your daughter?
She's turning 5 early next year. I know.
Holy smokes. So you had your daughter literally when you were like starting your business, right?
No.
A little bit before?
She was like 2.5, 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was working at Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
I took mat leave, came back, and then not
And
long
you were like,
after.
bye.
Bye.
Yeah, well, they had layoffs, so yeah, I was like, bye, but bye.
I didn't need you anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I think that's all the questions we have for
okay.
today. That
Good.
was super fun. Thank you so much for joining
I hope
us.
so.
Yeah,
Thanks
that
for
was
having me.
awesome.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Good.
I feel like we really enjoyed learning about how you started and the struggles of being an entrepreneur because the struggle is real.
And doing that all while being a mom as well.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's already like
props to you.
I can't imagine having a kid and trying to do this.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with cats. Sometimes they just come sit on your laptop.
Yeah.
And you just like have to deal with it.
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
It's always when I'm on the brink of something like really important.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Kinda
So you're ready. It's the same thing.
She's ready for a baby.
just throw her
Yeah.
somewhere and like
Yeah.
just be there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what you guys will get there.
Okay.
You're already there. We'll be,
Oh, yeah.
We will.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's just like a long, like even my like friends who are like established entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
very successful, will be like, oh yeah, at least once a week I think about, oh, I should just walk away and quit. It's like, oh, like really reassuring that like that never goes away.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's
It's
just
just
like,
Oh man, really?
I think that's just part of it because it's like you're making all the decisions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like everything matters so much. Like it's just easy sometimes to be at a company
Yeah.
where you're like, oh, I'm just gonna be here for 2 years and move up, and
Yeah.
that's the end of it. Where if you have your own company, like everything matters. Like,
Yeah.
should I change my Instagram? Should I do this? Like, am I?
And
gonna
you
get
might
my
be
employees?
second guessing yourself, like, I changed my name to, I added a 0. Are people gonna still love me or whatever?
Yeah. So I think that's just like kind of
Just
part
life.
of the package.
Yeah.
See, you guys are there. You have it.
Oh,
You have the whole package.
we're so ready now. We're just like, yes.
Alrighty. And well, speaking of Instagram, make sure you guys go follow Lindsay at Piquant Marketing. I'm gonna say it like that. Is that
Piquant?
Yeah, Piquant.
Piquant Marketing.
Yeah.
And your website is also
piquantmarketing.com. Yeah.
So you guys can go check her out. We're gonna leave all her links down below.
Yes.
And
definitely look at the Instagram. It is so colorful.
Yeah.
I was like, I was just like scrolling, and I was like,
Okay.
I can't stop looking at this.
Excellent. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. If you are a Glow Babe who enjoyed our podcast, it would mean so much to us if you leave us a review on iTunes.
And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. Our account is Glow Radio Co. Stay sassy, babe.